Welcome to Fargo, North Dakota, and the Collaborations in Discipline-Based Education Research REU program. You're going to love it here. So an REU program stands for Research Experience for Undergraduates, and that's what we want you to come and participate with us. What we're hoping is that you can have a rich, authentic research experience over the course of 10 weeks here in Fargo among an amazing cohort of other researchers just like yourself. Our program is a little bit different than a lot of other REU programs. Traditional REU programs exist within one discipline. Perhaps it's a mathematics REU program or a chemistry REU program, but ours is in discipline-based education research, or DBER. In discipline-based education research, we study the learning and teaching of science and mathematics at the university level. So you'll be engaging in high-level content within your discipline, as well as conducting education research and learning quantitative and qualitative skills along the way. This summer's cohort has been incredible. I want to introduce you to a few of them.
My name is Reagan Latham. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I go to school at Fort Hays State University in Hays, Kansas.
Hi, my name is Idris Malik. I use he, him pronouns. I am from The Ohio State University, where I'm an upcoming fourth year studying physics, and specifically physics education.
So my name is Jessica Cortez. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I go to Oklahoma State University in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
My name is Kristen Rodenhausen. I use she, her, hers pronouns, and I go to the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
I'm Anna Evenson. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I go to school here at Ndsu.
My name is Sam Giese, and my pronouns are she, her, and I go to school at North Dakota State University.
Hey everybody, my name's Brandon Lowry. I use he, him, and his pronouns, and I'm from Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado.
I'm Jessica Searle. I use she, her, hers pronouns, and I'm from Wrangleville, Kentucky. And I currently am a student in Tennessee at Union University.
Yeah, so my name is Honora Lancaster. I use she, her, hers pronouns, and I go to Kalamazoo College in the middle of Michigan.
Is there anything in particular about this REU experience that you'd like to share?
So I think this program, one thing that surprised me about it is it gave me some direction for my life. I didn't really know what I wanted to do after college or what I wanted to be studying specifically, but actually halfway through the REU program I dropped one of my majors and made it a minor, and I added on another minor. I added on biological sciences because I realized it's something that I found really cool and that works really well with psychology.
This felt like a really good balance of we're going to instruct you and we're going to give you, not leave you high and dry and just be go research, but also that balance too of there are areas where it's okay, you need to go do this on your own, and I felt both supported but also free to explore things and grow in different areas.
There's a lot of development for your professional career. It's not just research. There's a lot of workshops and other opportunities to get involved in.
I think the biggest thing I was surprised by was how well done the workshops were, especially when there was they said there would be a list of professional development workshops. I thought, oh, it'll just be a bunch of 1-hour meetings that everyone is phoning it in on and I just sit through. But the speakers are actually really engaged and passionate, and all the people, all the other students were actually caring about what was being said, so it made for an environment that was open, and it felt like I was actually learning stuff that I cared about.
I think the most surprising thing about the REU program this summer has been the diversity of thought and experience. Right, it says collaborations and discipline-based educational research, but there's physics, there's chemistry, there's biology, that's what I'm in, psychology, and I think that has just resulted in some really unique collaboration that I'm not used to or accustomed to, but something that I'm definitely going to look for in my graduate program. I was really thinking of my research question through the lens of an anatomist or a physiologist, and when you talk to a physicist, that's a completely different frame and a completely different place that they're coming from. So I just think that question that I've developed has been so much richer.
As soon as we got here, my roommates were super welcoming, everyone in the program super welcoming, and so that was super reassuring coming in.
A lesson that I've learned from being involved here that I was not expecting is to see education researchers, aka our mentors, and graduate students giving back to the community of Fargo. And you can tell that there are mentors here who are making a difference in the research that they do, who are working at the local level. They're thinking globally, but they're acting locally. And it is so inspiring as a student, and it's exactly what I want to do when I grow up.
before I came to college, my mom was always like, oh, like you're gonna find your people, like you're gonna go to college and find your people. And not that I didn't find my people, but just when I came here, it was 10 young, excited females, and I had never met so many like science nerds who were just like bright and into different ideas, and it's just so exciting. Like I feel so happy to be a part of this group.
Fargo, North Dakota has a bit of an odd reputation. Is there anything here that was surprising to you? Anything unexpected?
Warren says Fargo is great at exceeding low expectations.
I was really surprised at how much good food there is. I didn't even realize that until I got a little more adventurous this summer.
The most unintimidating city I've been to. I was expecting a much larger downtown with taller buildings and more issues to find parking and stuff, but it's very open, so it was a lot more inviting than I thought it would be.
Fargo itself, I was not expecting, one, for there to be as many things to do downtown and just around Fargo, and then also the size of Fargo. I remember driving in and I was like, wait, Fargo's actually kind of a big town, or a decent sized place.
Fargo is incredible. The community involvement is something that I think rivals big cities, actually. And in some ways, I think even though Fargo is a little smaller, there is this extreme tight network that as someone who's entering the RU, you get to an automatic into. So there are mentors and students who kind of understand what that network is, and they welcome you right in. So that means whether you have certain social rights that you're interested in being active for, you can do that in Fargo. In addition, there's a lot of clubs, and there's a lot of activity, even though it's the middle of summer and no students are here. It's great.
There's a lot to do, more than I thought when I first came here, and there's a lot of trails and nature, which is nice. And there's a lot of state parks around here.
Yeah, so something that was super surprising to me is that Fargo is very welcoming. Everybody on campus is super nice, as in faculty, and even when I go downtown, everybody's super nice.
The food. I think what I've really liked about the food, not only that it tasted good, was that it's a lot of local and a lot of people right within the community here in Fargo. I appreciate local in Colorado, so I think anytime you go to a place and you can find that sort of community integration within the businesses, it's something that you should support.
Mini golfing, bowling, the flying T you guys have here, there's so much to do.
So I think something that surprised me was how kind everyone has been. And it feels, I think, a lot smaller town than it actually is.
But Fargo is big and it has a lot of opportunities and places to offer. There's always a new place to eat that I haven't heard of that I'm willing to try. And summer Fargo is a lot different than winter Fargo, and there's a lot more experiences and activities to do during the summer, so throughout the whole summer you're still trying new things.
Now you might be watching this sitting at home or in your dorm wondering, is this something that's going to be a good fit for me? Is this something that I can do? Well, let's hear what some of our researchers and mentors have to say about that.
Go for it.
Do it. Absolutely do it.
So I would say just do it.
Just do it, because you won't regret it. You'll regret not doing it.
You need to break the ice somewhere, and this is a safe space to do so, and a place where you're going to learn a lot about what you want to do. And if nothing else, you'll learn how to conduct research, which is really cool, and how to analyze it.
I'd be accepted. I didn't think I was qualified enough, but you never know. So I'd say just go for it.
Now you're crushing.
Yeah.
I would tell them that this is probably one of the best opportunities I've had in my life so far, and that the people here are really welcoming. So if you're not sure that you know enough, the professors work with you. We have really good workshops to get introduced to all sorts of different things. So yeah, you will be able to succeed no matter what your interest is, and you'll find, hopefully you'll find people like you and you'll really enjoy it.
I think, we throw around things like, oh, it changed my life, pretty frequently in today's age. But in all honesty, I do think that this program has changed my life.
The program is very chill. It's not high stress at all.
I would tell them that they should just go ahead and apply, and something that made this program really special was the faculty. The faculty really made you feel welcomed, and they were always helpful and wanted to see you succeed.
I would tell them that they need to get out of their head and immediately apply, and I felt like it's like another step towards like actually doing what I want to do and what I'm passionate about with like education, especially within like STEM and chemistry and science and all that jazz. Honestly, truly, like I like told my family when I was home this last weekend, I was like, this has been like so crazy because like no one in my family has ever done like anything like this before, and so like it's just been a phenomenal experience and like something that I like am so excited to go back to school and like be like, everybody listen to what I did this summer. I met the coolest people you won't even believe. We did all this stuff, and like to show them like all the pictures and be like, this is this person and this person. And yeah, I would just be like, don't like whatever worries you have, like the program will take care of you and they're going to be there to support you through the entire summer.
If you're thinking about an education, like research-based discipline, I would definitely consider it, because you could go, like for in my example, you could go to a physics REU and there might be one professor who's doing physics education, but I found it really useful to talk to people in different fields of science who are all education-based, and it's just a very unique thing that I didn't see at any other school. And it was really exciting to get to talk to people from different disciplines of science, but who all cared about the same values in like academia, or just how classes are structured, or how research should be done and what research can do. And just being able to talk with these people who I really got along with really well.
Okay, just go for it. Like, yeah, it's probably going to be a little scary and it's going to be kind of unknown, but also you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Why not? Give it a chance. Apply. You never know what's going to happen, and you'll get to learn more about our program before you have to make that decision. But we're really awesome. You should join us.